Started. I did show it a second ago, but for those who didn't see, we will be using a poll for today's session or a poll equivalent. So if you could get those ready, that would be great. And then we'll get started. We don't need that straight away though, just have it nearby whilst we do our warm up.
And just a reminder, Ben, if you can't grasp or you don't want to hold something, you don't have to use anything if you don't want.
Exactly, yeah. So if you have a poll, that's fantastic. Or if you can use a poll, or you can use a t-shirt, a towel, or anything that you can just hold in two hands. But if you can't hold something in two hands, or you don't have anything that you can think of around, that's absolutely fine. You can just do the same exercise, and I'll give some examples as we go through. Just moving the arms instead of moving the pole. Cool. Okay, let's make sure we've got plenty of space around us, so we're not going to hit anything for anyone. I'm going to start nice and simple, moving one arm around in a circle, the best that we can here. Nice, easy, gentle movements, nothing too extended here, just nice and gentle, the best we can. Going around with the arm. Excellent work. With that same arm, let's go the opposite way around. Continue it moving there, nice gentle movements. As always, if you can't get that full circle around, just do the best you can, even if it's a smaller version, a little version, whatever it may be, just getting around to the best that you can here. Now let's change over to the other side and get that one going around as well. Nice work. Okay, with that same arm, opposite way around, get it moving the best that you can do here. Nice work. Okay, then the best we can, reaching over towards the opposite shoulder. I've got some variations here if that's too much for you though, so get as far as you can with that. If you can't go as that all the way over to the opposite shoulder, you can come to the near shoulder. Or if that's too much as well, we can always come across the front of the body. But the main thing here is to get that elbow bend in. You see I'm getting the elbow bend there. Whether I'm getting all the way over or to the near shoulder, we want to be warming up that elbow joint along with the shoulder. Good work. Okay, let's take one arm now. We're going to swing it forwards, reaching up the best you can, bringing it back down and repeat through. And as always with this, if you can't fully reach that arm up, just get to where you can, if that's up to the chest height, head height, or if you have to do it with more of a bent arm, that's also fine. We're just raising it up, reaching up the best we can and swinging it back down. This works is slightly different to the rotation ones that we do, as we're involving more of the lat with the stretch. That's the big muscle, so at the back of the armpit. That's we're involved a little bit of stretching there, and a little bit more of a stretch in the front of the shoulder as well as we bring it down. Good. Let's switch over to the other arm, and again swinging through. Okay, next one, we're going to bring it in for a hug, arms out to the side, and then repeat through there. Good movement. With this, getting a bit of a stretch in the chest as you open the arms up, a little bit in the back as you bring these arms together to hug yourself. And warming up those muscles. Let's move into doing some rotations with the shoulders now. It doesn't need to be a huge range of motion with this, just getting the moving around is what's important here. Let's change direction. Yeah, and give that a little shake out there. Excellent. Right, let's grab our poles, pole equivalent, or if you're not using a pole, don't grab anything, and then we will get started. Let me just turn this up so we can hear it. Go into this. And we'll be going, so we've got 20 minutes here. We're going to be changing up a little bit as we go through this 20 minutes, but essentially we're going to be starting as we usually do, 5 out of 10 effort, so not hard, not easy, somewhere in between the two. Building up that heart rate nice and gentle and controlled, and then moving into some more vigorous stuff as we go through this 20 minutes. But starting 5 out of 10 effort, 15 seconds from now, we're going to be paddling forwards. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off.
Let's go.
So getting those arms going round. Nice, easy movements with this. There's 5 out of 10 efforts. That means we're not pushing ourselves really hard, nor are we just cruising through. It's in between those two paces. And the more you do this, the more you're sort of getting an understanding of how that feels, especially when we compare it to the other types of movements that we do, where we get a little bit more vigorous with our intensity.
Halfway there.
Halfway there. I know Liz has shared a graph before of what each one of those intensities mean with out of 10. I can go through that a little bit more as we go into the next one, which is in 10 seconds time.
10 seconds.
Which is the same movement in the opposite direction. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. And keep that moving at 5 out of 10. So yeah, as I say, 5 out of 10 is our warm-up pace. That's just a good pace just to build up that heart rate, build up that core body temperature, get us warmed up and ready for some more intense stuff. Went to right to the other end of the spectrum, 10 out of 10 effort, that would be as fast and as hard as you can do. That's what we do for some of those shorter periods of time. And then the other end of the spectrum as well, which is right down to 0, that would be
halfway there.
Not moving at all. So if you can go between not moving at all and best effort that you can do, 5 here is exactly in between the two of those. So we're at that midway point. Okay, so we have got another 10 seconds to go here.
10 seconds.
On the next one, we're going to do double arm round together. And I will show you that as we get into it in 3, 2, 1. So both together and round. So as I mentioned as well, you can do stuff with the pole. You've got a pole. If you're just doing without the pole, then you just do that same movement without, or if you've only got use of one arm or whatever reason, you can only use one arm, you can still do this movement just using the one. And even if it's maybe got one side weaker than the other, you can
halfway there.
Just do the best you can with each arm. Usually good for this kind of stuff. As we come into about 15 seconds to go here on this particular one. On the next one there, we'll do the same movement in
10
the opposite
seconds.
direction. Just under 10 seconds now. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction.
4.
And keep that moving there. Good work, everybody. keep that moving. I'm just gonna. So I got a bit of a sore throat-ish, so stay hydrated myself so I can actually talk by the end of this.
Halfway there.
This one. Nice work. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, we'll do double arm forwards, double arm overhead. And this will be the last one we do for this little block of this 5 out of 10 effort. Then we're going to
10 seconds.
switching up after the next one. So I will guide you through that as we move into it. We go 3, 2, 1. We go double arm forward, double arm up. Still at 5 out of 10 pace. And keep it moving. Try and get good range of motion. I know not all of you will be able to reach your arms fully above your head, but get to the way you can. And the same with reaching forward. So even if it's head height, if that's the best that you can do the best that you can do with this while staying at that 5 out of 10 pace. Good, okay, so the next one, what we're going to do, we'll change up the intensity a little bit by going
Halfway there.
our first 30 seconds. We will be going at about 8 out of 10 effort, and then the second 30 seconds of each minute, we will bring it back down to this 5 out of 10 pace. So picking up for 30 seconds, putting a bit more intensity in, about 8 out of 10 effort, and then bring
10
it
seconds.
down again. But I'll guide you through this. The exercise we're going to be doing is paddling down to the left side. Here, new 3, 2, 1.
6.
And let's pick up that pace up to 8 out of 10 effort here. So moving fairly quickly, not maximum effort. This is in between that 5 out of 10 pace and the best that you can do at about 8 out of 10 here. So just going through the best you can here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that pace
Halfway
down
there.
to 5 out of 10 here. Good. So that's what we'll be doing for the next, well, we've done one already, so 4 more like this, but we're going to switch over to the other side for the next one.
10 seconds.
In 10 seconds time, picking that pace back up to 8 out of 10 in 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch over.
7.
Pick up that pace for 30 seconds. Good work. Everybody, let's keep that moving the best that we can do for another 10 seconds here. 8 out of 10 effort, keep it moving. Another 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that pace back down
Halfway there.
to 5 out of 10. And just keep it moving there the best you can do. Good. So still good range of motion on this. So just bring that pace down to 5 out of 10. Okay, the next one we're sticking with this 30 seconds of 8 out of 10, 30 seconds of 5 out of 10.
10 seconds.
And the next one's going to be alternating punches forwards. And we do that in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Forwards, picking that pace up. 8 out of 10 here. So I go on a journey apparently. Dumping the brakes on. It was all planned. I just wanted to see it, you see it from the side. Good work. So keep that moving there. Still at 8 out of 10 for another 10 seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that pace back down
Halfway there.
to 5 out of 10. I'll bring yourself back around again as well. Got another 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
On the next one, continue with this punching, but instead of forwards, we're going to go up. And 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Picking that pace up to 8 out of 10 here. And keep it going the best that you can do. Okay, we've got another 12 seconds here like this, then we'll bring the pace back down. We keep it going here, good work everybody, keep it at 8 out of 10 for another 3, 2, 1, drop that pace.
Halfway there.
Keep those arms moving, excellent work everybody. Doing really well so far during this. Okay, on the next one, we're gonna do one called down, down, forwards, forwards, up, up, and I'll demonstrate that as we get into it.
10 seconds.
First 30 seconds will be maximum effort again in 4, 3, 2, 1. So then down,
10.
forwards, and then up. So down, down, forwards, forwards, up, up, down, forwards, forwards, up, up. Almost like we're climbing a ladder here. And as always, we can do this with the pole, without, or just single arm if you've already got the single arm available to you. Keep that going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the pace back
Halfway
down
there.
to 5 out of 10. So keep it moving, but reducing that pace down. Not easy. Remember, it's 5 out of 10, which is not easy, it's not hard, it's in between the two. Okay, on the next one, we'll be changing up
10 seconds.
thing again. We're going to go back to 5 out of 10 for the next 5. We're going to change up our exercise again, going into circles, clockwise. So go 3, 2,
Round
1,
11.
round, clockwise direction, and we're at 5 out of 10 for the effort here. So not hard, not easy. In between the two, and bringing that through here. So another 5 like this. So you come up to halfway through this one, sticking at 5 out of 10.
Halfway there.
This 5 out of 10 will feel a little bit different than the first because we picked up that pace a little bit. So again, maybe a little bit more from it because we've got that pre-fatigue in there from the previous bit.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go on the next one. Same movement, opposite direction in 3, 2, 1. Change direction.
Round 12.
And keep it moving there. Staying at a 5 out of 10 pace. Good work, everybody. Keep that going. I'm just gonna get a drink. Yeah, halfway through this one.
Halfway there.
Good, okay, on the next one, we're sticking that 5 out of 10.
10 seconds.
But we're going to do double arm forwards punching. So punch, it's almost like a rowing motion for this next one. Double arm punch forwards in 3, 2, 1. To go forward.
14.
Just both arms together, going out and in. Sticking at 5 out of 10 here, extending it forwards the best you can. Good work. We are coming up to halfway through this one, keeping those arms extended
Halfway there.
through the movement and then back in each time. Doing the best we can. Just stay at that 5 out of 10 pace with good range of motion. Can be quite tempting to drop off to go lower in the pace, down to 4 or 3 out of 10 either. So make sure we are
10
going
seconds.
easy on this, also not pushing into the hard either. So good work, everybody. Okay, next one, same movement above our head. 3, 2, 1.
Round 14.
And as always with this, if you can't reach above your head, get to where you can. If that's head height, chest height, or barely over your lap, wherever you can get to. Do that, and it's always as well, we got with the pole. Without or single arm variation, or if you want to do one for a couple of sides and then switch over. I don't mind. The exercise itself. Is less important than getting
Halfway there.
the effort level right, getting ourselves warmed up. The exercise is important in some ways, you know, it works different muscle groups. But we're mainly focusing on our cardio here, so it's more important to get the pace right. Excellent work. Okay, so the next one we're going to do
10 seconds.
is called Big X or Figure of Eight. I don't really have a solid title what I call it. 3, 2, 1. Simply you come up and across, and then down, up and across to the other side, and down. It's almost like an infinity symbol or a number 8 on its side, however you want to visualize it. Big sweeping motions across. Good work. If you can't do the big motions, we can just still do it smaller, or even just in front of us.
Halfway there.
Good work. Okay, on the next one, what we're going to do is bring it back in line with what we did on the previous 5, which is doing that 8 out of 10 for 30 seconds. And then 5 out of 10 for 30 seconds.
10
And
seconds.
for our exercises, we're going to start off with double arm forwards, double arm overhead. In 3, 2, 1. So go
Round
forward
16.
and up. And we do this at 8 out of 10 effort now, so picking up that pace fairly hard. Keep it moving here, the best that you can do. Excellent work, everybody.
Halfway there.
And so we're going to drop that pace back down to 5 out of 10 now. And keep it moving. Good work. Okay, on the next one, we're going to do the circles in front of us. Sorry, there. We'll do this one.
10 seconds.
Both arms around together. Backwards in 3, 2, 1. So pick up that
Round 17.
going backwards. Some of you may have guessed where we're going with this. We're doing the first 5 exercises that we did in reverse order, but we're doing it with the 30 seconds at 8 out of 10 effort and 30 seconds at 5 out of 10 effort. Good work. Keep it going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the pace back
Halfway
down.
there.
And I know I throw a lot of terms out there, you know, the paces and the timings or anything like that. If you do ever need extra help on what on earth I'm talking about, please reach out. We want to make sure that you know exactly what we're doing here during these sessions.
10 seconds.
I try and make it as universal as possible, but sometimes it doesn't always come across. But we're going to change direction on this next one. 3, 2, 1. Change
Round
direction.
18.
Pick up that pace up to 8 out of 10. For example, you guys say counterclockwise, we say anti-clockwise, because obviously we're a lot more negative in the UK than you guys. So yeah, it's just one of those small things where maybe it's a translation thing or whatever it may be. But we're going to keep this going here. 8 out of 10 for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction.
Halfway there.
And keep it going. If you need extra help with like what 5 out of 10 should look and feel like, or what 8 out of 10, or 10 out of 10, whatever it may be, or maybe it's the range of motion that you should be doing. Anything you need help with, we're always here to help you out, and we can
10 seconds.
go through that together. Okay, so the next one. Sorry.
Round 19.
We're going. Are we done that one? I can't remember now. I was copying too much. No, we're paddling on to this one now. Picking up that pace. Sorry. Keep that going. So 8 out of 10 effort here still. Good work. Keep that going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that pace back. down.
Halfway there.
Good work. So we've got one more to go. So we'll change the direction on this movement on the next one. And then the last one,
10 seconds.
10 seconds. So picking up to 30 seconds, 8 out of 10 efforts for the first one, half of this. 3, 2, 1. Change direction.
Last round.
Keep it moving. 8 out of 10 effort. Good work, everybody. Nice work. Another 15 seconds to go for this pace. And then dropping it down again in 8 seconds from now. And 3, 2, 1. Drop that pace.
Halfway there.
And let's keep that 5 out of 10. Cruise that all the way through till the end of this. And the end of this 20 minutes, which is part warm up, part build up, part of our set. Just helps us to elevate that heart rate, get everything warmed up. And as we go into the more intense stuff coming up,
10 seconds.
we're a lot more prepared for it. Good work. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Well done.
Grab yourselves a drink. And if you don't have a drink, I always recommend to stay hydrated throughout the sessions. I'm setting up the next one here, which we're going to be doing some intervals. Going between some harder stuff and some easier stuff. So let me get that ready there. So we go 10 rounds here, and we're going to be doing 40 seconds of work. And for the 40 seconds, we want the best effort that you can do for 40 seconds. And then we've got 20 seconds of rest. So when I say best effort for that, it could be 10 out of 10. But if you're maybe newer to your fitness journey, or you maybe struggle with the cardio side of things, and maybe more like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, but just do the best that you can do for the 40 seconds. And that means the pace that you can hold for the whole 40 seconds. So don't start off really, really fast and then die off in the last couple, 5-10 seconds. Whatever pace that you can hold throughout the whole 40 seconds. That's what we like to say is the best effort for 40 seconds. So 40 seconds like that, 20 seconds of rest, 10 rounds. We use our pole, do the same sort of exercise we just did, but really pick it up. Very similar to our 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, but we're changing the intervals here, which is what that app can do. So that's great. Okay, we're going here in 15 seconds time. We're going to be paddling forwards, both arms. So like that for the first one, and we'll be going here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off again. Picking it up, going as fast as you can for this 40 seconds. Keep those arms moving around the best you can do, and keep pushing it here. Fantastic start by the looks of it, everybody. Let's keep that going. And the first one, maybe 2, maybe even 3, maybe feeling okay. But as we get more into this, we start feeling
Halfway
more
there.
as we come up to 20 seconds to go for this intense part. Keep it going.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. All the way through here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. So 20 seconds of rest. It'll come around quicker than you think. And on the next one, same movement, opposite direction, and then back to that intense, as best as you can do effort-wise for this 40 seconds. Okay, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Off we get. Pick up that pace, keep it moving, the best that you can do here. Fantastic, everybody. Get those arms going round. Nice work. We're almost halfway through this 40 seconds, which is now.
Halfway there.
Don't let yourself drop off in this pace in the second half of it. Keep it moving, keep it going around. Doing the best that you can do here.
10 seconds.
Hold that pace. Can be tempting to come in slower at the end, but I want you to explode through that finish line in 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, good. When I'm saying that 3, 2, 1, we don't slow down into the end, we push ourselves right the way through till 0 seconds. 10 seconds left for our rest. Both arms around together this time. Let's keep this moving here in 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
3,
Nice work, keep it going, keep pushing it. All the way through. Get those arms going around, good range of motion still, don't get too
halfway
small.
there.
We've just gone over halfway through this one. Nice work, everybody. Then 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Okay, same movement, opposite direction on the next one. Let's make sure we're keeping up with that pace. The intensity stays high. Are you ready? In 4, 3, 2, 1. Off.
Last 4.
Nice, everybody, keep pushing it. Yeah, those arms going around, that's it. Excellent work. Still going fast here, whatever that looks like for you. Keep it going around. 20 seconds to go.
Halfway there.
Still one, keep those arms moving. Doing really well so far on these. Let's make sure in this last 12 seconds here of this one, we're pushing
10
ourselves
seconds.
all the way through to the end. And 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Good. On these, although I am asking you to push yourself, that's me trying to motivate you, but if you do need any extra rest or any points where you just need to stop for a bit and then join back in, remember this is your session, I'm just here to guide you. So these are all guidances, not rules that you have to stick by. But we're going to paddling down to the left, 3, 2, 1.
Last 5.
Here we go. So yeah, 20 seconds comes too quick for me to explain everything as well, but we're going to keep that moving here. Best that we can do. Good work, everybody. Keep it going. Keep those arms
Halfway there.
paddling nice and fast. Down to that left side.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Switching over to the other side. Four, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Last 6.
Nice work. Keep going. Work halfway through.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
10 seconds to go on this one. Keep it moving. Keep pushing it all the way through the last 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice work. And the next one, we're going to be alternating punches forwards. One arm, then the other. In 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Last 7.
Nice and fast. Keep those arms moving through the best you can. Best effort here for this one. Nice work, everybody. Keep it going.
Halfway there.
Way through. All the way through to the end of this one. Another
10
seconds
seconds.
to go. Keep pushing it. Keep those arms moving fast as you can here. On to the end. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rest.
There, good stuff. Okay, punching up on the next one, alternating hands. Keep doing the best you can here with this, with both range of motion and intensity. You guys are doing absolutely fantastic so far. Let's keep that going. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Up. Whether that's above your head or wherever you can get to. Wherever it is, put that effort in, put the speed in. Get those arms moving fast. You're doing really well.
Halfway there.
Way through.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1.
Rest.
And there, good. We've got 2 more to go. The next one, we're going to do double arm forwards, double arm overhead. 10 seconds from now for our rest. So this is our penultimate one now. Got 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Forwards, double arm up. Make sure you're pushing yourself still. This is meant to be hard work on these bits, so make sure we are doing that. However that looks for you. Good work,
Halfway there.
keep it going. And
10
to
seconds.
go. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Okay, so one last one to go here. And for the exercise, you can choose what you want to do. Whether that's exercise we've already done or haven't done yet. I will let you choose what you want to do. If you don't know what to choose, you can follow along with me. I'm just going to go back to the beginning to this paddling forwards, but if there's a different one, you're going in 3, 2, 1.
Round.
So you can choose whichever exercise you like. Let's keep it moving here. Good work.
Halfway there.
Go, we're halfway, keep moving it, don't let yourself let off that pace in this last 15 here. Good work, keep going all the way through.
10 seconds.
Doing fantastic work, let's keep going. And 5, 4, all the way through to the end. 2, 1, resting there. Excellent work, everybody. So that was our last one. So we'll move on to the next bit here, which we're going to be working on our core a little bit. So we can pop our poles down and have a drink if you need one. Okay, so for this, we're just going to go through. No, we're not going to put a timer on anything. We're just going to do it somewhat by feel in terms of how long it takes. But yeah, in terms of this, we're going to do those exercises that we've done before. The first one, reaching down to one side, pulling ourselves back up to the middle, and then reaching down to the other side. And remembering our cues for this. So we want to make sure we're using our core muscles. So for this, it can be easy if we just use center of gravity or momentum to help us. So don't let that arm swing out, so you brings you back up. Really think about pulling yourself up, using that spine, and then over to the other side. And if you want to make it harder, you can put both arms down to one side and pulling yourself up, and then both arms down to the other side. But almost feel like when you go down, when you're putting yourself back up, the arm that's nearer the floor is really trying to stay down there as you're trying to pull it up. And that's going to help to really work that core, those spines, lots of different muscles and tendons and ligaments and everything that are working together here to do that. It's not just the abs as such, it's lower back muscles, muscles in our spine, the lats, the obliques, the rectus abdominis, the everything that's going on in that core, because it's more than just the muscles we see or don't see on the front. Good work. And this really helps us with our day-to-day activities, even just staying balanced in the chair, having that stronger core. Helps with balance, helps with being able to do stuff maybe outside of the range of possibilities that we thought so. Okay, good. The next one we're going to do, the lean forwards one. So lean forwards, and then the same as before, raise yourself back up. Try to only use the core to do so, or in this case, the lower back to raise yourself up. And with this, the higher your arms are, the harder this is going to be. So they are down here. It's easier than if they're up here. And there'll be a certain point that you'll probably struggle to do the exercise. Keep that going. I'm just going to come in and have a look, see how everybody's doing. No pressure. No, so when we're doing this, try and keep your hands essentially still as you do this. We don't want to move down and then move up because that helps with the momentum. So we want to keep those hands locked in position as we go down, as we come up. So otherwise what happens is the momentum can help us. If I show you here, if I just go, my hands are down and like that, my body automatically comes out without me putting any effort in apart from flinging my arms up. So trying to keep them in position as I'm doing this just helps me to do that. Good, okay, let's go back to the first one again. So reaching down to one side, reaching down to the other side, back and forth between the two. And this, if you're still feeling like you're getting momentum as you come up, you can always do this with the hands raised as well. It's a little bit tricky with the balance side to side, but that really can put an emphasis on making sure those arms aren't helping for momentum. They can still help a little bit, because if I go like that helps to raise me up, even though I'm not putting the effort into my core. So it's all about really being disciplined on each and every one of these to make sure that they are exercising the way that they should be. And then coming into the forward fold again, coming down, coming up. Using that spine to help move yourself, not letting momentum take over. Good work. Okay, let's bring ourselves a little bit early on today's session. So we'll do a bit of an extended cool down here. So whenever you're ready to, feel free to have a drink first. Let's start breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring ourselves in a much more calm, relaxed state here. No, we probably got a little bit because we stopped the cardio and then did the core work, but we can go into just bringing it down a little bit more even. Then when you're ready to, let's do some mobility in our neck, looking up and down. Right, let's go into some rotation, looking side to side. Let's go into the lateral flexion, going one side. Then the other, back and forth. Ear to one shoulder, ear to the other. And let's go through the rest of our spine as well, extend through. Flex down, curling like a prawn, arching like a high jumper. You all know the drill by now with this. Yeah, let's go into some rotation. One side. Then the other, back and forth. And then reach down to one side, similar to what we did with the core workout, but this time you can hold on and pull yourself up and over, working more on the mobility of the exercise rather than working our core. It does use the mobility, so we won't spend too long on it. Then we now go into a whirlpool, round. Each direction. Good, and then bring it into the end, giving ourselves a shake off and